When the Chief Constable was suspended earlier this week, the news will have come as a big surprise to most people, particularly given that he's facing serious criminal allegations. But today it was revealed that Alison Hernandez, the Police and Crime Commissioner, whose job it is to hire and fire Chief Constables, was made aware of these allegations back in March. She chose at that point not to suspend Mr. Kerr. Today I sat down with her and asked why the delay. Commissioner, when you first appointed Will Kerr as Chief Constable last year, did you know about these serious criminal allegations facing him?
No, of course not.
You could have suspended him when these allegations first came on your desk in March. Why did you choose not to suspend him at that point?
Well, there's quite a threshold for choosing to suspend a Chief Constable. They are a corporation sole in their own right. They run the entire police force. So you want to make sure that you're quite clear why you're suspending. And at that point, it hadn't met a threshold that I felt required suspension. I referred it to the Independent Office of Police Conduct. That's my job. I have no investigatory powers. I referred that evening, and about 3 weeks later, I received that my referral was closed due to jurisdictional issues.
These are very serious allegations facing the Chief Constable. Can you understand people's concern that it's taken 4 months from you first being made aware of these allegations to him being suspended?
Oh, absolutely. And I think people will also be aware that when you're a Police and Crime Commissioner and you're not actually allowed to see any evidence, I actually did ask for information and I was given very little to make an assessment on those allegations. So unfortunately I had to wait until new information came to light in July, which then led me to move to a suspension because I felt that it had reached a threshold.
The force has been through a tough time with what happened in Keyham, the failings there, the force being placed into special measures, and now this situation. Is it time for you to consider your position?
Well, fundamentally, I do not run the police force. What I can do is create an environment that gives them as much resource as I possibly can. So I think I'm doing my best in terms of what my powers and abilities are. I think it's just unfortunate that some of these things that largely are beyond the force's control, you know, some of them are largely beyond, but some are within. And I've just got to make sure that the right leadership is at the helm.
Well, we've heard today from the IOPC. They say that initial referral was received in March, but they didn't have the authority to investigate as the allegations came from outside their jurisdiction. But things changed, and just a couple of weeks ago they did accept the case and they are now investigating. A reminder that Will Kerr denies any suggestion of criminality.